much like a jackalope.
Good morning, New Eden! Today is December 12th, 2021, and this is the Federation Frontline Report, a podcast with a focus on faction warfare news and interviewing the players of EVE Online. I'm your host, Frozen Fallout, and my co-host is Samson.
How's it going? Good morning, New Eden. This is a mug full of ejaculate because it melts in your mouth.
Today we'll be interviewing Joebane, leader of the Average Pilots and former emperor of the Guldan Age Empire. How is space treating you these days?
Well, I have to say there's been a bit of an adjustment period, really, when you get down to it. When you're the emperor of an empire, there's a lot involved in that. If you decide to not be the emperor anymore and want to also remain alive, you have to work with the people. And I am a man of the people. And so I've been working with the people to make sure everything transitions over smoothly back to what they had before.
Lots of bluing going on in
tribal systems.
Yeah, you're still in faction warfare space. You're still out and about. You just
still friends with us.
Yeah, and still out
absolutely.
with us on every Wednesday night.
I don't know if friends is the right term. We
brothers in arms.
Yes.
We still shoot people together. That is for sure. So why was it that you decided to move on from faction warfare?
Well, our corporation, we really had an evolution. We've been talking for a couple of years about making what we already had going on, which was a wonderful small pirate group, even better, and trying to add more people into the fold and still remain a Nubro training corp. And we thought this was a good way to do it, and we learned a lot of lessons in joining faction warfare. One of the things that we did not expect was that so much of it would be fleet work and small gang, more like medium-sized gang stuff. And we also didn't expect that the meta would be kitey bullshit. And most of our guys had no interest in any of those things. In their head, their thought was, I'll, roam like I am now, maybe I'll plex some, but I'll be able to get these one-on-one fights out there, 2-on-1s, like I normally did. And that was not the case at all. There's not enough people in faction warfare for that to be the case. It was a good experience overall. Ooh, did I answer your question, or did I go astray?
No, that's exactly that was exactly.
I thought the meta of all like frigate and destroyer, like one-on-one solo fights were kitey bullshit. I thought that was the meta for all solo fights.
None of the ships were of any value. That was another thing,
True.
In any particular engagement that you were in, you would be fighting against sub 1 million-ish ships a lot of the times, and it's hard to get excited about,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
For our guys.
Yeah, and I still feel like I find a lot of fights out there, but I do see where there is a lot of running into blues, and when you're normally not blue with them, and that the war zone becomes a little bit more scarce for you when you're with the Galente, and from a pirate's point of view, I think that definitely is something that can be hampering, and I don't think that your need for ISK is not very high, and then I do know that in the wars capturing the war zone mechanics that we currently have was not very fun for average.
No,
players.
it was not fun.
And so that is definitely understandable. What are some of the things that you did like about faction warfare, or was there anything that you liked about faction warfare?
I think that it's it's something that has a lot of potential, which could come to fruition a number of ways. If there were a lot more people involved in faction warfare, it would be probably really good, just as a whole. A lot more people out there allows for lots more different activities, rather than just what the 10 guys that are on the Caldari are doing on a Tuesday night.
And their 20, 30 ults.
Right. Some of the things that I liked, that's what you asked me. There is a good community in the faction warfare. I really like that when we joined the Gals Mills and told them, informed them that there was a new boss in town, that they were all like, hell yeah, let's do it, and everybody tries to work together the best they can and things like that. I think there's still some old voices in there. Without getting too critical, there's some old voices in there that are irrelevant to this day and age that cause things to maybe fall apart that shouldn't fall apart.
No, that's
nobody wants to try things. They want to do things that have worked in the past. And that means you're never going to learn any new things.
Yeah, we had a rough time trying to gather a lot of support for our marathon, fights, and that was something that was really disappointing, and really hurt our alliance for a long time, to the point where we actually had to drop out of faction warfare for a little bit in order to, retrieve some items that got asset safetied. Because that's one of the big things that I think is an interesting experience, because a lot of people
Which y'all did while I was on vacation, by the way, so all my shit's still stuck in Marathon.
But I think that's an interesting mechanic that is overlooked, and you couldn't really miss it.
That's a mechanic that should be fixed. It needs to be fixed.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I wonder if I can see it definitely be the idea of it should be fixed to a certain degree, but I also think that as it stands, it still kind of has this, that's where the impact of not owning space is.
It's a good consequence.
And the more...
your asset safety should always deliver to a station that you have access to. Always. 100% of the time.
That is I could see how
because then it could end up being further away or something.
Oh yeah, it could be on the other side of HiSec, but
right. But then it can't try, and it also would be more expensive, 15% instead of 1.5%.
Yep.
And you can, So and there we go. There is consequences for owning space, and I think that a lot of people have looked at faction warfare over the years and been like, why would you want to own? What does it matter if you own space or not? Getting kicked out of a system doesn't hurt you. There's upwell structures and stuff like that. There is ways to combat it, but then there is also penalties for not owning that space. You can't have access to the missions. If you don't own enough systems, you can't actually have enough to get you up to tier 2 in order to get you start making LP 50% or 100% more LP, basically, by not taking a 50% penalty at tier 1. But so there is penalties, but there is always ways to shirk around it, and that's something that I've also focused on, because I'm staying in faction warfare. The focus of our corp is going to be living in Yvangir, where we don't have to worry about getting kicked out of our systems completely and utterly. Because we are
just
small.
Apparently living next door to Revolution. I didn't realize that their home was fucking Haydilly's.
Oh yeah. We're
Red told me.
We're right next door to Insanity, and I'm sure that eventually it'll be Insanity in Yvangir as well. So, but I look forward to being able to undock and shoot shit. But in any case, is there anything, like, you were talking about before, some improvements that you'd like to see to faction warfare? Is there anything that would make you reconsider rejoining faction warfare for the average pilots? Or just personally? Or is there an interest of even having an alt inside of faction warfare? Because one thing I kind of feel like is that getting as many people involved in faction warfare as possible is a huge boon to faction warfare. And I think that lots of people have the ability to have alts that'll allow them to just go fuck around in faction warfare. And if this is a land of a whole bunch of low-skilled pilots with a lot of personal skill in out of game, but in game there are a bunch of, you know, lower skilled pilot or characters, then you've got some interesting play that can be happening a lot with that solo and duo PvP type stuff.
Yeah, what was the question?
Oh,
man?
I'm sorry.
You said so many words right there.
I apologize. The question is there anything that would make you reconsider rejoining faction warfare?
Yeah. Our corporation will rejoin faction warfare today for 50 billion-esque. Yeah, we believe that would be a good use of our time to rejoin.
All right, I'm going to wire that over
full
right
weight
now.
average pilots over, and we would join up, help y'all out with that war. Absolutely.
How long would 50 billion last? Would that be a year
Is that a
contract
month?
or
Is that a year? We're looking at a price here, Joe.
This is the way that you do it, okay? Effectively, you're just SRPing our ships, okay?
Mhm.
We're not trying to make a big profit off that. You're just paying for ships for us. So it would just be, we would
Until you
take the
lose
total
50
losses
billion.
for the corp,
Yeah.
and then when 50 bills is lost, that's the end, bitches. Unless you want to renegotiate, you know? You might need a little extension. You might be happy with the result.
Good answer, man. Good answer. So you've got a solid demand that is achievable with all in-game mechanics as they are. So what are your?
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about
50
it. I'm like, is it? I might just go plex
just to
that
hire
real
our
quick.
buddies back.
Be right back.
So what are your future plans for average pilots? What are you looking to do in the immediate future, possibly long range?
In the immediate future, the first thing that's going to happen is, as of the first of the year, we will no longer be a new bro corp or a new bro training corp. We will still be a pirate training corp. However, there will be skill point requirements, experience requirements, tests. You know, like, we're not going to take anybody into the fold that can't be a brother, you know. And so we are losing some people in this process, but we're also gaining some old people that are coming back just because they're invigorated about the new culture that we're moving toward. More pirate oriented, more being the bad guy than we used to be. And at the same time, we are developing the abilities to...
We just got raided by CCP. Sorry, Joe.
Man,
Just
this is what
heads
happens
up.
every time.
Every
Every
fucking
time
we just got
I
raided by
start
CCP.
speaking the truth, whenever the truth comes out, CCP comes in here because it's a way that
They
they
heard you,
pressure
Joe.
me. Yeah, they're
They
trying to
fucking heard
shut
you.
me down, and they're trying
Thank
to
you
control
for the raid,
truth.
CCP.
Thank
gonna,
you.
Always.
Joe's he's to my, where is he? On the screen. He's gonna talk the truth right now, CCP. But us, Federation Frontline Report, Frozen and
Hey,
myself.
convict.
Hey, thank you for the raid. Holy god damn, 711? What the fuck? This, by the way, guys, this isn't a PG-13 fucking stream. I'm just saying.
We are 18,
Just so you know,
pretty much.
I can't even keep up with chat now. I don't know what happened. I'm lost. Sorry.
We thought the
Welcome,
police
everybody.
were here. But yes,
Welcome, everybody. We don't want to let this damn raid, you know, it's not like they asked for permission or anything because it's CCP. We don't want to let
Don't
this
need to.
raid
I'm gonna choke on my whiskey.
get us off track.
But so
At this
you were
point, we're wasting
saying,
time talking to them.
and so, but you were
Jesus
saying,
fuck.
tell us, you're saying you're trying to get you're building your a more pirate heel kind of bad guy culture that you're trying to
average
create
pilots
in
wants to go
in low
pirate hardcore.
Yeah, we're going pirate hardcore. We're dropping it down. We have all trained up. I don't know how many every guy has. I did 9. Another guy did 6, and a couple of people have done 4. Back 3 or 4 months ago, we decided to just make some alts and train them right into Black Ops stuff and Sinos. And then a few weeks ago, we said, okay, let's make some more and train them straight for Revelations. So we have all that going on in the hopes that we can learn the mechanics of what it takes to do things in low-sec. And, you know, if there's a magnate out there or a heron out there, we want to come just as hard as we can on that thing and get right back out. You know,
Yeah, fucking wreck the herons, man.
We want to
you need a lot
and
of
also
DPS
salvage
to
them.
take
Get
those
all the
down.
loot. Salvage too.
A lot of DPS.
Yeah. So that's the plan that the Corp is going in. We're going to get back to our roots of just being solo pilots that do solo things. You know, I don't want to get too much into what the culture of that looks like behind the scenes with the ways we communicate and the infos we share and the stuff that we do together, you know. I mean, you don't want to be giving up the secret sauce of what makes a corp as successful as my corp in low-sec. Because hell, then anybody could try to do it.
Yeah, are you sticking around in the Black Rise area then? Is there any particular area that you guys are going to be trashing, or are you guys going to be all over the place in low-sec?
It's all about Tama.
All about Tama. Beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love
Tama.
Tama.
I mean, we all agree.
Let's go die in Tama right now.
We were always all about Tama, but we also liked hunting the route from Muirthand up through Fliet to Tama. And so we were like, well, we'll set up in Muirthand so we can always run that route on the way there. But what has happened is everybody started staging in Nisswa for Tama stuff. And Kadama's great too, as you know. Taurus is great.
Yep.
And so I really
Black Rat.
moved my current. It was called a forward operating base, but at this point, I've created a situation where I have all the things that I would need for anything I want to do in 3 different places in low-sec.
Sorry, I'm watching chat, and CCP Conflict said, this is all they need to know," and it was the video of the crowning of Emperor Joebane.
Yep. And see, Convict. This is another ploy by CCP. They came in here, interrupted me. Now I've lost my fucking train of thought. It's always the head games with CCP.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad to finally be in their head games. That's all.
I really love the faction warfare, guys. I gotta tell you, honest truth, I really loved it.
Needs improvement.
It's got some broken things.
Some broken
that
things.
They're just never going to be. They're never going to work.
4D
They're never going to work. But
it's actually one-dimensional chess, Convict. Y'all need to up your game.
It's 5D chess.
I think y'all all like to think that, but at the end of the day, faction warfare, if you're on the Gals Mills, is Diana online?
Is Diana online?
Is she watching? Because if she's watching, you're going to have a problem that none of you can even understand, because I ain't even going to explain it to you anymore.
I understand her, bro. I understand Diana pretty well. I understand Diana
through the fire, you'll never understand the heat.
I've been through that fire.
Speaking of shoutouts, do you have any shoutouts that you'd like to give at this point? Any projects that you're currently working on?
Shoutouts that I'd like to give?
My ice cube just exploded. Sorry.
You talking to me about shoutouts?
Yes. Yeah, Joe. Yep.
Oh man, yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Diana Kim. First and foremost. What a fucking baller.
Yeah.
What a baller.
They're baller. That's true.
Deplexing systems on multiple accounts, right and left, making people think she's a role player, right and left. What a joke! If you ever talked to Mr. Clusterfuck, you would know.
Yeah, I've talked to all of them and shot all of them.
Caldari citizen. Anyway, I got mad respect for Diana because
Here, yeah.
She has figured out a way to do it, and she does it well, and it works. And
yeah,
truth be told, man, as much as there's a lot of hate there's a lot of like respect on. Like,
dude, absolutely. It's 80% of that is a mental game. Yeah. We literally saw her break down a 40-man fleet all by herself and turn them into complete basket case.
I think there's a question in the back.
Question in the back. You got a question? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to them Aurora Robotics. When them dudes feel like fighting, they can really fight.
I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
Shout out to Chad Flame for being a baller. Shout out Frozen Fallout for running the Alliance. You know, being a good dude, always keeping us on track. I'd like to give a shout out to Urza Red Macro.
He makes some fucking great ships, man. I love that guy.
Makes great ships, delivers everything, job's done.
Oh my god.
Problem.
That guy
moved 1,000 ships for us, one ship at a time.
I can't believe how many ships have been like Hanger and Yvanger is just like overflowing to the point where I'm like, oh shit, man, like you've got another shipment in, and I'm like, oh, okay, like yeah, here's the money, but shit, I don't really need that anymore.
This is on you, Joe. This is not me. CCP Conflict. What up, Mini Joebane? Keep the dream alive.
Mini Bro, she is keeping the dream alive, man.
Oh, God,
she's over there owning noobs all day, multi-boxing. She could triple box now. Look, when you get on Roblox with 3 accounts, how can they downvote you? How could you get downvoted? If you're 3 out of 5, them other people are gonna be the loser, dude. That's every damn time.
Oh Lord.
No, but
awesome. All right, so let us move on to the news section of the show. So, we have a new dev blog that's out. The Winter Nexus Eve Online holiday season is ongoing here. So Samson's going to kind of go over that dev blog with us here. We'll do a little share here.
I feel weird going over the dev blog with CCP.
Watch your words here.
They already know what's going on.
Samson, I'll take the pressure off if you want me to go over it. I'll take the pressure off of you, bro. I mean, like, I'm sure I could probably find some things to say.
I don't know if it's pressure. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting their time. But this is the Winter Nexus event. CCP wants you to join the festivities. Winter Nexus holiday season returns. Festive Capsuleers. The Winter Nexus holiday returns for another season.
Break for one sec.
Break.
When you said Winter Nexus holiday returns, that's CCP's way of saying we didn't make any new shit for you, so here's the same shit that you had before.
I love this event. I love this event though. Last year, was it last year? I think it was last year I did so much shit with this event. I thought it was the last.
Yeah, when I was looking at this right here, aren't these the Aurora skins?
Nobody knows what you're talking about. Oh, never mind. Technical difficulties.
I believe that the Winter Nexus is Aurora stuff, isn't it? No. It's got.
Well, I didn't see it down here, but like up there in the picture. Sorry, in the picture, I see the Aurora. These look like the Aurora skins, is what I was saying. But anyways,
question.
I don't think so.
What do them dudes at the top have to do with EVE Online?
I have no fucking idea what those are. That's a good question.
Who are these characters?
CCP.
What is it? What are those?
It's like, oh, somebody drew something really cool on the bathroom wall. Let's just make it a part of the Winter Nexus event.
Joebane does not reflect the.
It is good artwork, but what the hell is it?
This is not the Federation Frontline Reports opinions. We swear. But
I'm just kidding.
For the
Hey, I'm
listeners
the
of
Eve
the
partner.
podcast,
You know, I do speak on behalf of the people.
I know, Joe. I'm just messing. But, so actual, what did CCP Conflict, dude? I got some of the best fights out of this event last year. I yeeted into nullsec with filaments and got like 2 to 3 sites out before the locals showed up to fight me, and I won 60% of those brawls. Nice.
hell
CCP.
yeah, hell yeah.
It's good. It's good that you can, be decent at your own game.
Everybody had fun at last year's event. I just didn't like. It whited out the screen.
The snow is a little much sometimes.
It's
that
a little
drive
bit
me
like
bonkers.
95% too high.
But I remember going out with 2 Drex and just remote repping each. Or no, we had 2 Drex and
Just remote repping each other.
yeah, remote repping each other for this event because we'd go out to the low sec stuff and do all the low sec sites, and then you could jump yourself back home before I was super piratey.
It's pirate hand signals. Okay, that's enough.
All right, so are you going over this dev blog or no?
Okay, yes, I'm gonna go over the dev
Live-
blog, but I got
live
to pour more
entertainment,
whiskey.
boys.
I'm gonna pour some more Remus here, some more of this straight bourbon, Kentucky straight bourbon. I'm gonna take a sip.
What are we doing? Pouring whiskey?
Yeah, I poured some whiskey. The Winter Nexus holiday starts on January 4th, bringing some welcome cheer to pilots across New Eden. The nights are drawing in. It's getting colder out there, and so the perfect time to come together and enjoy some festive fun with friends. This makes me want a fucking hot toddy. I'm just saying. As the snow settles throughout New Eden, and they were just talking about the snow, the white jizz all over the screen. It sounds like it's really annoying. I've never done this event, so maybe I'll try it out. You'll enjoy roaming Volatile Ice Storms, packed with combat exploration and mining content, a series of seasonal rewards, daily login bonuses, the return of the Chilling Spree, and a winter-themed Abyssal Proving Ground event. I'm choking on my whiskey, guys. Just keep an eye out for those mischievous
Sometimes
Yule
those swimmers
clones.
come back up.
That's what we started the show with. Chilling Spree returns. So Volatile Ice Storms. That's the jizz on the screen, right? That we were talking about, I think.
Yep.
13
Where?
days.
It's those little men again. Who are these guys?
So for our listeners, there's
Wait,
the
Convict said something in chat again.
they underestimate the
Oh.
people doing PvE sites, so when they come in, they're surprised to scram and have the right ammo to punch them and their resist. It doesn't work out great for them. And if you have to gate to close D-scan, you
I think
No,
Convict should have his own stream.
just one random looking for a fight or a fleet you need to bug out. Yeah, no, this is exactly what happened. Was the one thing that we had happen was a malediction, I think, or not malediction. Maelstrom came in with dual ancillary reps, or maybe just extra large reppers. But it was crazy. The guy was just repping, and we were able to just bash him down eventually. But yeah, they're looking for. They didn't expect to have some scrams and webs on you. Like that's just.
Thank you for the sub.
Oh,
CCP
thank you,
Conflict.
CP Convict, for the sub. Definitely.
Well, I mean, you could thank him, but he didn't do anything.
Well,
he pressed a button. That's huge.
so
man.
for the rest,
He didn't press
This
a
is
fucking
the-
button.
on the screen, I have highlighted the most important thing about this event, in my opinion, because this is one of my favorite
it is.
fucking skins of all fucking time.
Who are those
There
people?
it is.
The Aurora
I don't know who those people are.
Universalist skins. Yes, the Aurora skins are awesome.
Those are the best.
They-
How do we get them?
So
Let's see. Selection of skill points booster. So, these are 13. I think these are daily rewards. Yeah,
Yeah,
daily
gifted.
rewards.
You guys should do. Oh, this is the worst thing that you do to me. People have to go places at Christmas, dudes. We can't all
Bane.
click into our
Joe
Eve every
Bane
day.
gifted him the sub.
oh, I didn't even see that.
There's so
Well,
much shit
you know,
going on
it's
in
just
chat.
me helping the people.
Thank you,
the real
Joe.
people. You know, once again, another act of service where there was no recognition expected, wanted, or needed. Once again.
But yeah, there's also an
so
Abyssal
humble,
proving
ever
ground.
so humble.
2v2 assault frigs, 1v1 navy frigs, and a Yule T1 cruiser 4-player free for all.
Oh, I'm gonna get in on that free for all. December 31st.
I need to actually do some proving grounds this time around. Frozen urged me to do them last time, but it wasn't really Gwen's thing at the time. You know, I don't know, but she'll try it now maybe.
It ain't been Joe's thing yet, but this 2v2 thing I got going on is sounds
well. There's
pretty
1v1 navies, Joe.
Can you imagine what I would do to them fools in there?
All right, so then we've got the festive Yule starter bundles. Is there any?
Yeah, this is all CCP trying to make money. Just ignore this shit.
Yeah, this is all the stuff where they're just trying to get extra money.
All right, so
hey, we're not sponsored or anything. They just rated us. That's all.
I'm not sponsored.
So I think what we're gonna do is move on to the after action report of our Wednesday night, which actually started Wednesday afternoon when me and Samson kind of.
Because this fucker Frozen, I see him pop up online. I'm like, what is he's streaming right now?
Yeah,
so maybe you should preface it by saying that we do a thing every Wednesday night.
We do a thing every Wednesday night.
Lay it out.
Yes.
It's a thing that we do every Wednesday night. I don't know what it is, but it involves killing things. No,
better.
We take out a fleet every Wednesday night. Faction warfare is part of it, but like we're pirates.
We're open to everybody. It's kind of
everybody.
Don't shoot your
we started
blues,
it by running a gate camp, right?
But shit's gonna happen. It's basically
we
gate
started
camping.
it by taking over Gwen's gate camp.
Yeah,
Gwen
is the solo gate camp.
We'll just show up too, right?
Yeah. Everybody comes to Gwen's gate camp. That's what it is.
And then we move the gate camp around a little bit from time to time.
But what happened this particular day, Frozen, I guess he had the day off or something, I don't know.
Yeah, so I've had the week off.
He decided to start playing, and I tuned into his stream, and I saw he was in a Kiki solo, and I was like, bruh, can I bring my Kiki too?
Interrupted my solo stream.
I interrupted his fucking solo stream to bring him my Kiki. And the reason I did that was because I hadn't gotten any actual action with it yet. I flew it around a couple of times, and nobody wanted to touch Gwenevic in a fucking Kiki. So, I'd want to touch Gwenevic in a Kiki. So I don't know why nobody else wanted to. But then, we hopped on, and I was like, "Where are you?" And what did you? I think you were in Nisswa or something. I don't know.
We were in Hades.
Hades. I think it was at least one system away from Hades, but you said, Aboon. You said Aboon, and I was like, okay, I'll head on over. Undocked in my Kiki in Yvanger. That's where we stage every Wednesday night, guys. Just so you know, we invite stream sniping.
Come shoot us on Wednesday nights.
Come shoot us on Wednesday nights. Watch our streams and shoot at us. But I undocked my Kiki, and Ignacio Loyala of Revolution messages me and says, hey, why aren't you camping the Charm Gate? Because Gwen's known for solo gate camping certain gates at this point, and so I was like, I just didn't feel like it. And of course I flew through Revolution space, which I didn't know at the time. I didn't realize that was their home in Hades, and Ignacio starts chasing me in his Draugr. With a fleet in his Draugr. So he was leading a fleet in his Draugr. And so I was like, bruh, these guys are chasing me, by the way, but I'm coming. And I get to Aboon, and I join up with FC here, Frozen. And I was like, I got all of Revolution chasing me right now, just a heads up. So if you want to, let's see what happens. And basically Frozen's trying to lose our tail, warps us around multiple times, and finally it seems like Revolution stopped chasing us, and we ended up outside of, I think it was a small plex or something in Nisswa, I believe.
Yes.
And that's where you see right here in Nisswa, a Fed Navy Comet lands on us, and our two Kiki. Actually, no, he was fighting. He was okay. We land on them. He was fighting this Thrasher here, and our 2 Kikis show up and just commit murder,
just volley it off the field, basically.
like this guy, he may or may not have had the fight, but it doesn't matter. We just came in and we kill horde, basically.
Yeah,
that was a kill horde.
Was a pretty big kill horde. But then we were like, okay, so let's kill the Thrasher now too, right? And
oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we tried to, but then something happened. So what happened?
Oh, what happened?
So I decided to go in, right? I'm like, okay, we see this Draugr come. And I'm like, let's go in. And so I start going in. Actually, let's show the footage of Frozen Fallout failing to help his friend in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, let's see what you got. Wow, what a fucking failure.
Fed Navy gone.
Good.
Going in.
God.
Oh no, I'm targeted by the Draugr. Fuck, he got me.
Fuck. And I fucking didn't stop my warp. God damn it.
Damn, son.
You FC. So cold.
You left that baby before it was even born.
And if you saw my hesitation on stopping my ship,
Draugr.
that was my fault. I just totally hesitated.
Man, how could you shit on your bro that bad? That's rough, dude.
That's my fuck up. That's my.
I think he's trying to dom you, Samson.
He's still alive. He's solo. He might be able to get back here.
Pretty harsh.
I'm gonna die shortly though.
Yeah.
I like your chat. Cal's like, "What's going on?"
What the hell?
We still have him. Oh, I got him! Oh my god, I got him! Oh my fucking god, he's dead. Good fight, bitch. Good
fight,
to me,
bitch.
Fuck you. I was so like I don't know what. I don't know what happened. Solo Kiki. Oh my god.
Beautiful, dude.
Oh my god.
You have the video from his side?
Oh. Yes, sir.
And then and so that was from our side, which I was the only one recording, but dude, it was super cool about this whole thing.
Ignacio Loyala of Revolution, stand-up guy. He actually had the fight recorded beforehand, so we wanted to figure out what had happened and what went on.
Oh, I see the problem already. Never mind. I don't even need to watch. I know what happened.
We're gonna watch it anyways, Joe.
We'll decide that dissect a little. Also, you will hear our voices in the background because he is stream sniping. So
we're stream sniping, which is grade A. Thank you for that stream snipe.
Actually, just go in.
He already had me in armor before I even fucking shot him. Targeted by the Draugr. Fuck, he got me.
Fuck. And I fucking didn't stop my warp. God damn it.
Mistakes were made, weren't they?
Fucking
Repper running cold. Still running cold.
Nope, it's overheated now.
It's overheated.
About 3 cold cycles.
3, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So exactly what I thought was going to happen happened.
I'm still alive. He's solo. He might be able to get back here.
If he had an ancillary on there, you'd be dead right now, bro.
I guarantee it.
As soon as I saw that non-ancillary repper, I knew what was going to happen.
I mean, it is an abyssal repper, but yeah,
it don't matter.
Have a good one,
CCP Convict. So, I mean, he's got a really super kitey setup here, and so
let's go over this because we've got listeners that necessarily, when they listen to the podcast. Let's break down kind of what happened here and this fit. So let's start with the fit, though.
Yeah. So first of all, he's got Zorias, which I think had in the video you saw had about a 39 kilometer optimal, which is nice. He's got an Abyssal Warp Disruptor, which caught me at 40 kilometers before going in. And he has a 5-min Abyssal Micro Warp Drive, which was keeping him where he thought he wanted to be. An ass load of the Domination nanofibers, so he's super maneuverable. And then he's got his small Abyssal Armor Repper. And the 2 command bursts. He had a skirmish, or he had rapid deployment charge and interdiction maneuvers
Which he did
charge.
not use during the fight.
He did use one of them at least.
I thought that I didn't see them.
No, yeah, absolutely. If you look at the footage here, there's his thing right there. He burst.
Are active. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
But Joe says he wasn't overheating. He said he'd like 3 cycles. It wasn't overheated. He also, at some point, Joe told me he's pretty sure he sold him this Abyssal repper.
Yeah, we know that the bill, it says like about $1 billion here, but we know that it's about 2 billion, if not more.
At least it was from what.
What are the stats on it? Can I see the stats?
Did we get that Abyssal repper? I don't know if we.
Yes, I would have to open up. You know what? I can do that.
It's no big deal. I was just curious.
So basically, what ended up happening was like we drop on the gate, we warp off. Just for our listeners, real quick, I go into the Plex after the killing that we do and trying to get away from this Draugr. He gets caught. I try to warp out and warp back in. By the time that I get back, these two are just been brawling at range, and somehow Kiki beat out.
You weren't even back yet.
I wasn't even back.
Yeah, still gone.
I didn't landed when you killed him. Basically, I landed to get back to you, so I still had to warp to you. I was like a minute away from being involved in that fight, which is what happened. That's how fast solo fights are, though, and that's why I love solo fights and the concept of plexes and stuff like that, just in the middle of nowhere for people to fucking fight each other. That, especially when you go in, you gotta like go out and come back in again. You can't just warp over to your buddy sometimes. It creates situation, and I actually believe
you
would not have killed this guy.
The repper didn't drop. That was the one thing it didn't drop, so I don't have the stats.
So we'll never know.
I have stats for everything else.
But we did. I don't think that I would have. I think he would have just buggered out if I had stayed. Actually, I don't think he would have tried holding us both down and just and
yeah. Well, I mean, you figured, I can take out one of these Kikis. But my Kiki, big surprise, was a very armor tanked with ancillary rep and had just enough distance to keep my disintegrator on him while he was fighting me.
Fundamentally, with this guy's fit, number one, first and foremost, is don't take any damage. That's what the 3 nanos are for, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And number 2 is, if you're going to be taking damage, it's probably going to be your own damage, in which case that repper takes care of it.
Yeah.
But in any other situation, like a situation, that ship doesn't tank a Kikamura.
No.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
That's a good point. Yeah. Right. Especially since, absolutely. So it was an interesting kind of setup here, and so that kind of started off our Wednesday night. So let's go a little bit further here and see what happened as things progressed throughout the night here.
So I think we then, after we got down from that high, we proceeded with our Kikis to kill a couple other things: a Harpy, a Thrasher, a Burst, a Vigi.
And I think the Harpy, the Thrasher, the Burst, and
they were all together.
Those 3 were together, and so they came in on us. And we were in, I believe it was the Harpy first, right? So the Harpy
came in first. The Burst, we believe, were supposed to come with the Harpy as
or a little bit, did not come in time, because it was like the Harpy came in, then the Thrasher, then the Burst, and so it was like kill the Harpy, then we killed the Thrasher, and then we killed the Burst, like in succession. It was perfect feed. It was beautiful. Thank you.
It was beautiful. We love these guys. They're great. How did you get 17 points with 2 Kikis on a fucking Thrasher?
The point system of Z-Kill is all fucked, man. And Mr. Monopoly has been preaching about this on the Notorious News forever. And go check out the Notorious News. Like, fucking, and send a bunch of love to that guy. They need to come back
first.
Well, they had shit. Today. They got a bunch of shit out there. Go check out the stuff that existed, and then tell him he needs to do more stuff now. And
There's a lot of videos about me there.
a lot of videos about
me,
Joe.
Gwenevit Kenyon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gwen.
I was
that's
how Gwen got famous because and it was funny because I was like, oh shit, they included me with Joebane next to each other. I was like, I don't know what to do, and I thought Joe hated me for so long too. I mean, maybe he did. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, this guy must not
why.
like me at all. But
so then we did kill Fleet Vigi. I think is that me and Tacky. That's right, me, Tacky, and
that was you and Tacky.
Yeah, me and Tacky, and that other guy was not involved in whatever the hell was going on there. But so what ended up happening? I totally fucked up here though because I burnt out my point, and then I burnt out my web. Even like
nice,
but I burnt out my point
solid.
First, and it was just so we killed this fucker, and then there was like a go to Tacky's kill mail. So if you go back one, Tacky should have a kill mail on there. So yeah, so there was.
No, that's me. Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, so
that's Tacky's death.
There was a Incursus, a Tristan, and that Imperial Navy Slicer that basically was involved in this. And the Imperial Navy Slicer did a pretty good job with these guys of bringing down Tacky here, but then we were able to take him down, and I should have been able to kill the Tristan and the Incursus, but my point was dead. And
good job,
yeah,
FC.
So yeah, it was a complete failure. Turned a near equal. Like we could have been a little bit more equal in that loss, basically, if I could have killed them. But I failed. So then we started off. I think Gate camping. Yeah. So this is that you solo? So Gwen is solo gate camper. If you don't know about
is this
Gwen.
A gate camp?
No,
this isn't a gate camp. This is me just fucking someone up in an Atron because that's how I roll.
Gwen running around. Gwen does also do the plexing and killing people in plexes, but
this is how I think we started. So we killed this Velator.
Yeah.
During our gate camp, I technically soloed it because I shoot first usually, and
that's about the time I came on.
But
but this was the fun part right here.
So he was pissed. We blew up.
We blew up his Velator. He came back in a Myrmidon, and if I recall, his exact words were, "That's a lot of DPS." After he got blown the fuck up after like a minute or two.
He's triple repped, and all of a sudden his shields are gone immediately. His armor is just like disappearing almost immediately.
Your wife Jan with the killing blow here.
Oh,
but,
yes.
Of course, Gwen with the high damage because 10k damage because that's how she fucking rolls.
You just immediately saw that person. You're just like, I'm murdering.
I'm just gonna start shooting this guy.
I was like, yes, let's go. I think I had
the right attitude to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Just fucking shoot it. And which is gonna be later. That's gonna be important. That's like foreshadowing because then Aderon came on and they said, hey, there's all these guys in this place. And we were like,
props
okay.
to Aderon.
Yes. Thank you, Aderon, for this fucking battle right here, which we're showing is right. All of this goodness right here. If I go to the battle report, it adds a bunch of bullshit that doesn't make any sense. So what happened was that Aderon came onto our comms and said, hey, we got this thing, and then we scouted it, and they were like, we'll take it if you join us. And we were like, yeah, let's do it. And so we warped to them into Integral with their fleet in our gate camping ships, which are not like fleet battleships. They're gate camping ships.
But we did have Logi and stuff, so we didn't take any losses.
We did, but we didn't take any losses. We fucking took out 2 Osprey navies and 3 Osprey navies and 4 Caracals total in that battle. With assisting Aderon. We came to Aderon's call basically, and we helped him out, and they thanked us because they were like, we weren't going to take that fight if you guys didn't come. But one of the things that I want to point out about that was hilarious about that fight was when Frozen kept calling targets and saying they're 9 kilometers off of us. We warped through the gate, so we were all over the fucking place, and most of us, and this is more intel for you guys, most of us in the G units and shit have no prop mods because we're gate camping ships. We're
Yep.
fucking piloted sentry drones that just are put out insta-lock and put out tons of damage and can tank gate guns. But we still managed to get all these fucking kills. I'm pretty sure I got on maybe all but one of these. But yeah, it was a beautiful.
At one point, though, you were like, I think I got booshed off. And I remember, like,
yeah,
watching...
because that was me going, you're calling this guy is 9 kilometers and I'm like 40 kilometers away from him. And I'm like, what the fuck? because every time Frozen said something, he would say that he's near, like he's near us. They're near us. And I'm like, no, he's near you.
Dude, you had long range ammo. That. You were able to hit every fucking one of them with perfect fucking
not
like,
really
accuracy.
There was one. Well, as soon as they got to a certain point, I was like, I'm not going to shoot him anymore because there's no point. But then I think it was one of these guys. Rush, was it Rush? No, it wasn't Rush. One of these guys I practically solo. Oh, Heinrich, I think. Nope, not Heinrich. God damn it.
Lies. Must have
Twisty.
Been Twisty.
No, it's not Twisty.
That's a lie. All lies. All lies.
Wait.
What about the first
Heinrich.
one?
There's 2 Heinrich kills. It's the other Heinrich kill, probably.
Did we not kill something really big at the end of the night there?
Oh, yes, we absolutely did. But yeah, this one was right next to me, so I killed it. But anyways, yeah, so then we moved on. There was another caracal, etc.
Well, the caracal, I think, was just after that fight. Yeah, it was just just after that. There was an easy kill. Then we had the other big fight that happened. So we had another, like, we heard there was more of these Osprey Navy issues that were out there, and some caracals.
No, we didn't engage them.
No, we didn't. That's when we got hot dropped. That's why Gwen lost a Gnosis. And that's why Tacky lost a Loki.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and we got one. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, so we got hot dropped basically after that because I think they were pissed about what happened before.
I didn't want him. I didn't want anybody to see that Gwen lost the Gnosis, bro.
Gwen was totally. Let's skip over that. Nobody lost anything during the.
I've lost like. I think I've lost a dozen of those at this point. So.
We did take quite a few losses in that, which was kind of sad. That hurt the overall night.
Oh yeah, Tacky's Loki.
But then. We did get a.
Nobody cares about
in that fight. We did get an Arazu that was really nice. Another Osprey Navy issue.
I wasn't on that, so I don't care.
So and then we move on. So the next big thing that really was important was the Tengu, right? So we're sitting in Yavanger. Check Tengu. Got really lucky on catching this guy. Really
unbelievable.
Abyssals, 3 Abyssals.
How did you catch this dude? Was it out of gate?
Murder.
Gate camp. Yep.
Murder.
So he was entering charm
I
from
caught him.
Yavanger.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you caught him.
In this case, yeah, because there's no insta-lock on this. There's no insta-lock frig on this one.
Yeah, so this is a PvP Tengu. I mean, he's got a point. So he was looking for murder. He's got a combat probe,
and he got murdered. That's what fucking happened.
He's looking for murder, and
he dropped
Viator.
Like 300 mil. Not bad. But that was a tasty one. But then almost like not too like far afterwards, there was an Enyo, which was like whatever Enyo, right? It's cool, Gwen kills shit, whatever, who cares? I pressed the wrong
button, man.
Wrong button, man. But this one was fun because
yeah.
I remember this.
Duke caught him with his Jag. So that's how we caught this fucking.
I don't know how we caught this though, because so he's got a cloak, he's got a
fucking
warp,
Duke of Nukem, man, in his Jag.
But the warp stabilizer is going to be 3 points right there. He can he can align, hit cloak, and hit the micro warp drive, right? So he maybe can do the whole micro warp drive. So he fucked up the micro warp drive trick, and then didn't hit his stabilizer in time,
or he did, or he had already.
We just
used
overwhelm him with our point because we did have a lot of points, I guess. Because
there was a lot of points.
Jan would have got 2 points on him. I know she's got a scram. So yeah, we were able to hold this guy down, and I feel like there was something else going on because this is not all of our gate camp at all. Like this is just a portion of our gate camp that actually got in on this kill. Was there something else that was going on? Can't remember.
On this guy, no.
Yeah, I feel
This
like
is it right
I'm
here.
really
That's
surprised
us.
that there's only Duke, Z-Drones, Jan, me.
No.
Yeah.
As soon as it was caught, that's all. As
guess
soon as
that's
it's caught,
pretty
all you
much-
need is Gwen and fucking G Unit, and you're done.
And this
Like
is-
it doesn't matter. The
I
fighter.
think you just deleted it.
But so
the 6,000 damage has been deleted.
the drop from this was really good. So the drop from this was the
Raitaru
Raitaru
Upwell.
Upwell Quantum Core for 800.
Anybody know if we actually got that?
I got it. Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Yep,
Good.
it's
He does,
sitting
he's got
around.
it,
So
he
if we ever need to put one up,
Let's
but
put up a
everything else
Raitaru.
dropped, or everything else disappeared. We didn't really get anything worth.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
value.
That was the best thing right there.
Yeah.
Fitted 22 and then dropped.
That was it, pretty much, right there. The drop of 800
Yeah.
million. Yep. And then,
But then we got into one final battle, which
One
was
final
pretty
battle.
epic. Nebrox came in and basically in a Megathron to our gate camp, and he sat there. He didn't do anything.
And so Joe immediately was like, "Hey, he might want to join us." And my wife
And-
was immediately
Oh,
like, "I'm gonna murder this guy."
Hold on 1 second though. Frozen, if you review the tapes, immediately says kill him, kill him, kill him, and then Joe's like, maybe he wants to join us. He's like, oh, maybe not, and your wife was already attacking him. So
She was like,
and
"I'm
then
gonna
she
hate that
stopped.
guy."
She
I think she's
stopped
a
when he
bold
said
leader.
that. She stopped when he said that, and then we went back and attacked him again afterwards. And she probably would have been top damage or final.
She's
blow
like, "I wish
if-
I would have just kept on punching him in the face because that."
Yeah, but she was the first. She was probably primaried at that
Yep.
point. After she was the first fire, so she got killed. But that was a
Can we
great.
hit related on
fucking
this? I
fight.
think that
what happened.
this would be a pretty good.
Oh,
Decent
yeah,
related
absolutely.
or close to.
A lot of related going on. I mean, it should
Because
be
we got
pretty
our
close
asses
the
handed to us,
inside.
but we got to kill that Megathron, and if I had made the right call and just fucking left right after we killed that Megathron, reviewing the hindsight 2020, we would have been fine. We could have killed that Megathron. They did not expect the amount of DPS that we had on that. He even said, "I can't believe, like, we did not expect you to kill the Megathron so quickly." We killed the Megathron, and then
Bitch, that's a lot. Remember when we started this stream? That's a lot of DPS.
that's a lot of DPS. So, but we ended up
Gwen alone
losing-
is half of all of that DPS, 90% of the time.
So I went after.
know
I think
why.
we got a hurricane as well. Did we kill the hurricane? We didn't even kill the hurricane, did we?
Oh yeah, we killed the hurricane.
We killed the hurricane. So a hurricane dropped with a guardian, and I should have just fucking said, "Get the hell out of here." And
Well,
maybe
Gwen killed the
sacrificed one
hurricane. I mean,
person.
let's be honest.
Let's be honest here. And so, yeah, we should have got out, but we got dropped
FC
on
said.
top of.
FC said. He said, "Shoot the hurricane! Shoot the hurricane!"
Shoot the
And
hurricane.
Duke was
I
like, "I
"Fuck
think
it."
we should." Duke was like, "I think we should shoot the guardian," but okay.
Yeah, we should have shot the guardian too.
and
because all
then he said,
myself,
and
but
I obeyed FC's commands and killed the fucking hurricane.
we did get
Like
that
it is
hurricane.
dead.
We lost a
It
lot for that hurricane.
Almost 30,000 damage, but it's dead.
Way to go,
It was
FC.
getting
Way to go,
pretty
FC.
hard.
That's insane. Way to
But it
commit.
was- And yeah, we lost a couple of G unit, a couple of Gnosis, and Ashamu, Thorax,
And my Vagabond.
Deimos, and his
The
veg.
Vagabond, yeah. That was rough.
Rip.
Yeah,
I mean,
rip. But
38%.
It added
killed
for some
some
reason. For some
Oh.
reason, it
shit. That
it
is
added in the after action report.
Oh,
it
yeah,
added
this is
the
what we killed.
Viator, an Enyo, and a Tristan. So
which made it so it's not so bad. 38%.
yeah, look at
efficiency
we actually
in
came
that.
out on top at 61.
That's
Oh, we were
better
at
than I
61
thought.
efficiency actually because of how badass we are. Because that's yeah, it's so badass we are.
Oh wait, at the end of that battle, we actually won the battle.
Yeah, no,
according to
Zekiel,
Zekiel.
we just go off of the ripped out information. Then yeah, we're
What
It's
a
because
massive victory over
we-
Shadow Cartel.
Yeah,
again.
massive.
Yet
like throwing
again.
people onto their side that aren't their side. But
That's basically been Shadow Cartel's whole existence is losing to my corp, and
Yeah, right.
My
You drove him
alliance,
out of
yeah.
Neurothan originally.
that's right.
That's the original legend, man. That's the lore.
That's right.
That's the meta.
All right, and so I think that was pretty much the end of the night, wasn't it? I don't think we did anything. Did we do one last kill?
I think after that we fucked off.
Yeah, that was the end. That was the end of the night.
What was it?
That's
it started with a Draugr and ended with a big battle, so you know.
Yeah, so that's kind of an idea of what we do here in faction warfare. We go out, have fun, fight pirates, fight the Keldari, you know, do what needs to be done, kill Draugrs all day long. You know, we're just badasses like that. So, so thank you all for watching. I think we're going ahead and wrap it on up here. If you're interested in joining up with the war effort, go ahead and check out and put an application into the Guldan Age stories. Alts and spies are welcome. We are doing a little bit of a change up of you know, theming. We might be doing a little bit of rebranding that might be going on, but we still will be keeping Guldan Age stories as our setup here. Might be an end of an empire. We're kind of seeing what's kind of going on now that Joe has gone super pirate, and we're still buddies with Joebane though. We still, you know, as you can see, average pilot's still killing shit with us, even though they're not part of faction warfare now.
Oh yeah, we're still blue. He wanted to be blue to Gwen. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be blue to Gwen. I straight up asked the local one night.
And if you didn't catch us live here on Twitch, you can check us out, which happens on Sundays at 2300 Eve time. That's 5 p.m. Central time. You can always listen to us on our podcast, Federation Frontline Report, or on YouTube. Also, we're on all the different podcasting platforms, Spotify, iTunes, all that shit. So you can
also
find
send Gwenevit Kenyon hate mail in game. Send Frozen Fallout some hate mail. Send Joebane some hate mail in game.
Hate mail is all good, and love mail.
I'm gonna turn on my mail thing where you gotta send me 100 meals to send me a mail.
It's in mail. It's fucking sponsored. You gotta pay for it. And Frozen.
Yep, go ahead.
We need to raid somebody. Just
yes.
You know,
oh yeah, we will totally raid somebody.
Okay.
And if you have news that you'd like us to talk about, or if you have after action reports about faction warfare or just low sec pirate shit that's going on, even 0.0 stuff. I think 0.0 needs to be pretty epic, but I kind of want to see the low sec if you're in Black Rise doing shit, you got battle reports for us. That's really what we're looking for, but really we're trying to look for anything depending on the quality, depending on how well it matches with what we're trying to put out there. We'll pay you between 10 and 100 million ISK per report, that after action report. So if you already write them up for your guys, go ahead and send it on over to us and just get some free ISK basically. So and we'll talk about it on the show. You can send this to Frozen Fallout in game. Just send an email to me, or you can also email us at federationfrontlinereport@gmail.com. And so thank you all so much for watching, for listening. Thank you, Joe, for coming on, and thank you so much.
I'd like to thank me for being here.
Yes,
I would also like to thank
I couldn't have been here without me.
I haven't seen him in a while, and I missed him. You know, I just, I needed some more Joe in my life.
We're gonna miss you as Emperor, but we're still gonna be with you every single day, anyways. But we'll find new memes, new ways.
We're still gonna be remote repping.
We'll see what kind of new crazy theme. I mean, basically, we're going to be working with pirates, and then we're pirates too. We've always been pirates here in Guldan Age stories.
I just want to. I know this is a Federation Frontline Report, and it's like a faction warfare podcast. But Gwenevit Kenyon is a pirate through and through, either way. So, honestly, Gwen just likes that she doesn't get shot by gate guns. You know, when she's killing faction warfare people. That's all.
So, Ivan, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but asked, would you recommend
Avengeful?
Avengeful, there we go. Thank you, Samson, for my brain just did not work. What would you recommend Eve for someone who has never played? And I would say absolutely. I highly recommend.
Come hang out with us.
I'd say come out with us on Wednesday nights.
No,
you can't hang out with Joe anymore.
Can't hang out with Joe anymore. Unless it's Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights you might be able
Wednesday nights I'm down to play with anybody that comes.
Yeah, so
Wednesday nights, if it's not purple, don't shoot it, right? So like if you come, the opposite, the Caldari squids, if they want to join our fleet, we won't shoot them for the night.
Yeah, if you're in our fleet, don't shoot the people inside our fleet.
Just don't
shoot your own blues because you don't want to cause your own fucking problems. But just shoot everybody.
I think don't shit where you eat. I think is how don't shoot blues goes. Really, to be honest.
Absolutely.
What if you eat shit?
And if there is actually real quick, since we do have some people here, if you've got any questions for us, any questions about faction warfare, any questions for Joe about pirating, about concepts of low sec and stuff like that, we'll give a little open time here for you guys to because we did have that was a really good question of would I recommend Eve? Absolutely. I think that it's a fun game. I think people
I would recommend that you play it over the course of like 5 years and rage quit like 3 times, because that's how you end up where I am right now. So like
not purple, don't shoot. That is a slip in the tongue, but
is that what I said?
You did. So basically, sometimes I've seen that happen. Though, where you got a battle royale. If it's purple, you shoot each other. Like if it's purple, kill it.
Yeah, I purple. I don't know. Shoot things. Just fucking shoot. If it shows up on your overview, shoot it. Is that better? I think that's better. If it shows up on your overview, fucking shoot.
Except for Joebane, you always have blues on overview, so.
Yeah,
he's always.
I'll shoot
I don't
Joebane.
even know where everybody's at.
I have tried to shoot Joebane.
Them motherfuckers come for you.
But
how do you get better at manually piloting? I'm gonna throw this one to
Joebane.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this to Joe because I suck at manual piloting. Unless I know like what I'm trying to like do, but like kiting, I'm shit at. So, Joe, do you know how to manually pilot?
Oh yeah.
He's got some videos that can
like
tutorial
very, very, very much so. Let me tell you how I learned. I did 2 things. One, I decided I was just only going to fly slicers for a while. And then the other is I started out practicing by going to a plex, and you would just have like the acceleration gate there, right? And I would try to orbit under that at 50 kilometers manually and stay as close to 50 as I could. And then I went down to 40, then 30, then 20. And that's the hardest part of it, is keeping the ship where you're going and staying in range at the same time. And it'll tell you how to do that. You'll learn how to do it. And then what you will find is that you end up above someone or below them. And you're going to pilot in such a way that you're orbiting, you're spiraling away from them or toward them, right? And it creates a situation where the ship's movement is very, very smooth. There is a video where I did this a few weeks ago, I think.
I think Samson's showing it right now.
It's you slicing hard, Joe.
Yeah, and so then, you're going to do that. You can see down here, I'm just taking a look at it. I'm looking at their speeds. Where are they in? Do they want to come apart? But also you're playing the mind game too. You want to let them know you're hanging around, not go anywhere.
Yeah, you want to sit there and intimidate them.
Yeah, I got them much closer because one guy pulled out right there.
Time to slice is what happened there.
I guess what you can't see is
boom.
I'm double clicking in space where I want to go, and that's taking me around in a circle under them, way under them. It's always 60 kilometers straight under them.
Yes. Okay. So that's one of the things that, if I'm to add to this, it's not quite manually piloting, but up and down are 2 of the directions that I would say that most people don't think about when playing Eve.
We are 2-dimensional creatures, pretty much.
Yeah. So, just getting in a different position that people aren't used to, and also people don't always how people warp to 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 kilometers from something. They don't always pay attention to what's behind them. What did they warp from? If they warped from, you know, a celestial or something, like if they came from a fucking Stargate, it's really super easy to just to go, okay, there's a Stargate, warp to the Stargate, warp back at 100, and boom, you tackle them. It's not quite manual piloting, but I think it's related in a sense that it's more like manual warping, I guess.
Yeah, I'd also recommend that while you're out there getting those fights, you find a friend or two that you can practice with, and have them do different things like fly away in a straight line,
or if you have
fly
an alt,
towards you, orbit,
shoot at each other.
Yep.
Just shoot it yourself.
Test server is also a great place to fuck around on without fear of loss if you're concerned about that. But the truth is,
CCP loves the alt one because then you have 2 accounts going.
Oh yeah, get those multiple accounts going. I think one of the big things is, and Joe preaches this, we all preach this, is get 200 ships, throw them out there, and just get blown up a whole shitload and try doing what you're trying to do, and eventually you'll be good at it. The problem is that a lot of people don't want to put in the losses. You know, it sucks sometimes. You got to learn your ship, and if you can get over that, that's huge.
To that point, that's how I learned how to get decent or okay at solo fighting, was when I watched Joe's episode on Guldan Age Stories. Well, no, the Age of Stories, was it? Or one of the other ones. One of your other podcasts.
Age of Stories, I believe it was.
Age of Stories. And he basically said that when he was fighting and stuff, he said, I haven't lost enough ships yet. And he just went and bought, you know, hundreds of these particular ships and just fought and lost them. Like, that was... It was the best advice.
1,000 slicers was how many.
1,000 slicers, like, so like it's not like, because at a certain point after you've lost 100 of those, you know what's going on, like, you know what's happening. You fought enough things to be like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be flown.
And you know who to engage and who not to engage too, which is really important. Like, especially like I've been doing the Tristan lately with newts, which has been a lot of fun. Just newting the hell out of people.
Was Joe.
Some
for the record,
aren't affected by that shit, and it really shows.
For the record, Joe, the mistake that Ignacio made in his Draugr was engaging Gwenevit Kenyon solo while she was in Akiki. That was the mistake.
Right.
That was the
yes,
mistake.
that was the mistake. His fit was never going to do it, no matter what kind of pilot he was.
And my fit was fit by Doc Tacky, Dr. Glacier Korinoriu. He knows exactly how I fly. He makes my shit nasty, tanky, and DPS-y. So, you know, come out and fly with us or fight us.
That's right.
All right. So does anybody have any suggestions? I think that's all the questions that we've got here that have come out of the woodwork. Check us out. We'll be here next Sunday again. And thank you so much, CCP, for the... Oh, go ahead.
No, Joebane, local representative. Joebane is scary 1v1 from experience.
Oh,
I just wanted to make sure that was
Absolutely. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming on. We'll be back here next week and streaming throughout the week as well. Come and join us on Wednesday nights. Thank you all so much.
Please.
And do we have any suggestions for a raid here?
A raid? Yeah.
Well, while I'm looking for that, go ahead and in chat, go ahead and do that. I'm going to put the ending stream set up here. Thank you very much.
I got a suggestion for a raid.
The ending stream.
I got something for you.
Lord Kalikakuki.